All right, guys, I'm here with the lower decks, and we're going to try really hard to explain to you what's happening in terms of timeline assassins and the current time war that we're engaged in on Earth. So, if you clicked on this video and you don't know, Earth is not only going through an ascension, but it's going through a time war, meaning that certain regressive negative extraterrestrials in cooperation with Illuminati factions and the German occult Nazis, initiated a time war. Now, when did they initiate it? We literally can't tell you because it's a freaking time war. It doesn't ever really end. But apparently, we're kind of winning and getting onto a good timeline. So, what does this have to do with the Umbrella Academy? We would say that the Umbrella Academy, this show that you watch on your world, is an excellent example of the conceptualization of timeline manipulation. Now, many people on your world have been assassinated. There are many very famous assassinations that you do know about and that you don't know about. And what's interesting is that the Mandela effect, meaning if you know what the Mandela effect is, great. If you don't know what it is, there are two dominant timelines. Like half the population experiences certain events in one way, and half the population experiences them in a different way. So the Mandela effect is definitely real. These people who are experiencing different versions of the same reality are not delusional at all. You have two dominant timelines that are playing out right now. However, there are infinite timeline possibilities, and the way that the regressive negative agenda, the dark agenda, has been attempting to keep the Earth under lockdown, quarantine, and control is through looking glass technology, which we will mention in a second, but additionally different timeline manipulations through assassinations. Again, we would mention that many of the very famous assassinations that you have all heard of are in fact part of this timeline war and part of this attempt to manipulate timelines. Now, many, many more unnamed people have been assassinated throughout this time war. And what they're saying is like so many people have been assassinated through the time war that it's like you're never going to know who they are. Okay, what else do you guys want to say? We would also add that many of the assassins in this timeline war have no idea what they're doing, and also many of the assassins in this timeline war are in fact children. When disclosure occurs in terms of your covert space program, you will learn that many children have been abducted and their consciousness fragmented, and they have been placed into different timeline manipulation scenarios. We would say that not only have they been timeline assassins, but they have also done a sort of timeline espionage that they're saying it's like timeline espionage, meaning that they, because of their high psychic frequency, have been shot back forward in time and backwards in time. Forwards in time to observe potential timeline manipulation outcomes, and backwards in time to observe certain historical events that could be manipulated and or averted through timeline assassinations. Okay, this is a really fucking weird message to try to channel, and I hope I did a good job of it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm not channeling that. That's too confusing. Okay, thanks for watching.